Fly. Got it.
Yep. No laces. We back at it live once again. Oklahoma versus Tulane postgame show. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all saw it. Y'all seen what went down. I'm with Marcus. I'm with Shine. We right back at it. But first, a message from the king.
Big Eight Conference. For the last 14 years, we win today. We've won 11 Big Eight Conference championships. Everybody reading the Southwest Conference, they talk about Texas in the last 10, 12 years has won 2 Southwest Conference. Houston 3. A&M finally won them 1 in 18 years.
What?
People don't know what it is to be champions. Oklahoma.
No, nothing.
Oklahoma invented it.
All right, we invented it, but we didn't look like we invented it tonight. I'm just gonna be quite frank. We're gonna get straight to it right off the top. Y'all already know. First reactions. Marcus, Sean, one of y'all take the lead first.
Looked, dare I say, sloppy, inconsistent. Looked like the first game of the season. Coming out early. I think the offense had 3 false starts on the first drive. We throw a pick first drive, then come back the second drive.
Yeah, second pass was a pick.
Yeah,
Second pass.
We look all over the place. Then we look like we finally tried to settle down a little bit in the first half and get things going. And man, I don't know what the hell happened that second half, man. It's just like I say, we was all over the place. I guess the upside, I will say, the defensive line looks promising. Look like we're gonna be able to pressure a little bit with some speed coming off that D line. But everything else, man, I see a red flag all over the place. But hopefully it's just game 1.
Yeah. Hopefully they can get that out this week. They got all their bad inconsistencies and mistakes out this week because they play like this and it ain't gonna be no championship season this year.
Not at all.
Not at all. Missed tackles, not lining up right, not blocking was terrible second half. Decision making was terrible in the second half.
Pretty much.
Pretty much everything was terrible in the second half.
I mean, that was. Go ahead, keep going, Marcus. Go ahead.
OU won the game off the second quarter. If it wasn't for the second quarter,
yeah, those 2 back-to-back fumbles,
bruh, all of it, because it's like if you take away the second quarter, they get beat.
Man, for real. I mean, because the second quarter is when they scored 23 points. First of all, let's go over the stats real fast. Spencer Rattler was 30 of 40 for 302 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, quarterback rating 136. Kennedy Brooks had 14 carries for 87 yards, 1 touchdown. Eric Gray had 9 carries for 27 yards. Spencer Rattler pulled 7 carries for 18, 1 touchdown, 1 carry, 1 yard, and 1 touchdown by Caleb Williams. We also had Marvin Mims Jr. with 6 catches for 137. He went hard today. Should have had a touchdown. Almost got in there. Hazelwood, 5 for 57. My boy looked good on his feet. Far as like he looked explosive and stuff like that. Yeah, he looked healthy. Yeah. And Mario Williams, 5 catches, 27 yards, had a touchdown. Looked nice. Mike Woods, 3 catches, 26 yards. Darby had 3 catches for 26 yards. Hall had 4 catches for 24 yards. Stogner had 2 catches for 16 yards. And that's pretty much West had a negative 3-yard catch, and Gray had a negative 6-yard catch on that first play. But all right, that's what we are. The scoring went they went up 7-0 after the interception. Mm-hmm. Then it was 7-7, and it was 14-7. Then OU took over. They took over, especially that second quarter, scoring 23-0. And then second half, believe it or not, they only got 3 points. 3. Pathetic. Like, I couldn't believe that's all. Like, the offense sputtered, looked terrible. Spencer Rattler was throwing balls high. He was making bad decisions. Throw it in there. I mean, it was amazing. Like, couldn't believe what I was saying.
It's crazy.
Go ahead.
Spencer, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, you good.
Spencer Rattler, man, is crazy because like in our group text, man, we're sitting up here celebrating like a hell of a throw he just makes to Mario Williams back shoulder in the end zone. Mario just couldn't make the catch. Beautiful throw. And then he comes back and makes 2 terrible throws. Like he's inconsistent right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure how much of that is because he's still he's still a young quarterback that exceeded our expectations last season. And I'm not sure if he's just ready to turn that corner and truly be elite, or you know what I'm saying, if he's just a good quarterback and we just got high expectations for him. You know what I mean?
Well, he got all the talent. It just, long as he keep his decision making together, he's okay. But he looked erratic today. He looked a little. I don't know if he was just nervous. It's the first game. He came out like a little hyper, but it didn't really look like it. It's like he just making bad decisions. To be honest with you, I mean, I can't even make excuses for him.
Well, I think I counted 5 that were he just completely missed that were high off the mark. You know what I'm saying? Get those balls down, and those are he probably has another 75 yards on the stat line. You know what I mean? So he didn't seem to be rushed on those particular passes. That's what I'm saying is he going to be that accurate quarterback that we think he is? Is he going to be that Landry Jones accurate quarterback, or is
Oh my God! Excuse
you know
me.
what I mean?
Nah,
I'm just saying.
Hey, he got a point.
Nah, I got you. Got a point.
You got a very good point. I feel where you coming from on this with y'all. Because is he going to be Landry Jones where he puts up great stats, but also has the crucial turnovers and the L's that make you just like, why did you lose to them?
Mm-hmm.
And these are the bad games that you had. Like, yeah.
Oh my God, they both from Arizona, right?
Yeah, nah, I think he was from New Mexico. I think Landry Jones from New Mexico.
Okay.
But like maybe the pressure, maybe it was like this was a wake up call. Like, hey, calm down. Don't be thinking about all the other stuff and focus on game to game and getting your stuff together and being ready to play.
And then the pressure get done.
Yeah, you signing autographs, signing NIL deals and stuff. Like, settle down, player.
Yeah,
Settle down. You
definitely
seen
gotta
Sam
go
Howell.
focus on football.
Did you get locked down over there? Sound like the chains, like the sale slam shut or something.
I don't
Who,
know.
me?
My wife
No.
was my wife went ice after ice maker, man.
Oh, I got you.
So I didn't realize my mic was that sensitive. It picked it up.
Nice.
Thank you, honey.
But nah, I mean, Spencer Rattler gotta be better next game, of course. And I mean, the running game got together for a little bit, but it wasn't consistent enough for me.
No.
Like throughout the game. So
Well, I think a lot of that was the timing of the runs. Like, I don't think that the running backs had a chance to get in any kind of rhythm. You know what I mean? And sometimes as a running back, you can't just have a carry here and a carry there and then expect them to pop off this big one. You know what I mean? You got to kind of feel out the game. Sometimes you need a couple carries here, 2 or 3 in a row just to get going. You know what I mean? But we're a passing team. And when
But
you
that
really
too
think
with the offensive line, I don't think like the offensive line was dominant enough to where you would have. That's one of the reasons why I don't think they got stuck on the run. You know what I mean? Like, I think that was one of the reasons why they got away from it.
They didn't look very in sync. I tell you that.
Yeah, like it wasn't just moving. Kennedy popped a couple, but that was really it. He had 1 carry for 32 yards, but he had 87 overall. So he had basically 1 carry, half his yard.
That's what I want. That's what makes me even more say we should have been running the ball when you talk about that offensive line and everything that we had going on up front. It's easier to just say, hey, I'm
let
going
them gel that way.
Yeah, let's go run it down their throat. You know what I'm saying? Build some chemistry instead of putting them back in pass protection all the time or these different pass assignments. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they can get confused in the run game assignments though, because if they not gelling, because it's not like just put a hat on a hat. This is sophisticated football. Yeah, this is some sophisticated blocking going on. So,
because if you take away that, he had like with like 13 carries for 45 yards
I mean,
or 50 some yards. You know what I'm saying?
he
It
did
ain't
his,
it,
yeah, he did his Kenny Brooks. I mean,
but you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was another thing. Like they offensive line, like they just wasn't in sync. They got it going in the second quarter, but then they just really wasn't in sync. Even then, in the second quarter, they had 2 turnovers, but they couldn't cash in 2 turnovers that they got on plus side of territory. You know what I'm saying? They could only
right.
get field goals. And shit, I mean, shoot, they was like 50 some yard field goals, so they wasn't even really moving the ball. If you think about it like that, it was 3 50-yard field goals. 2 of them was 56. Like, so they really wasn't moving the ball.
And what we have to do also, man, is give a hats off to Tulane, man. On both sides of the ball, they were well prepared.
Yeah.
They looked like they had a good game plan, and they executed it fairly well. They had a couple mishaps that kind of put the game away for them, and then they were able to get back in it late due to some mishaps on the Sooners' end, man. But hats off to their coaching staff over at Tulane, man, because they did a good job preparing those kids.
Yeah. That Pratt kid is a baller.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. He's
27 or 44 for 296, 3 touchdowns, no picks,
I
two
wouldn't say.
fumbles.
I mean, I can't say that you. Now, don't get me wrong, good stat line, but I can't say that you're a baller when you have the 2 back-to-back fumbles and then you have the 2 point conversion and you fall, get tripped up. That's not baller status stuff. He's a great athlete, but I wouldn't say he's a baller yet.
Hey, bro, when you getting hit like that and you down what they was down and you bring your team back,
He did show up late. He did show up.
hey, man, you know what I'm saying? He was stay like that was the one thing that you could say the OUD line was doing good. That was the one shining glimpse on the defense was they D line, and
Yeah.
they was hitting the crap out of him.
And had it
But
not
he
been
was
for
standing in
that,
that pocket throwing darts.
D line that last drive with 3 straight rushes on the quarterback, we probably end up in a lot different situation because they got three straight pressures and made him get the ball out, and then on that 4th down they made him scramble, and he dang near broke that one.
true. Hey, shout out to Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. He said, bruh, OU, what happened on the defense? And Jake said it looked like they came with low expectations from Tulane. Then the Snathan said, quote, just going through the motions and we were going to win mentality. And then he
Yep.
said quarterback Pratt was tough as nails for sure. They need to have Alabama mentality if we're going to win and go on 100%, even if you're a Division III school. And then Snathan says the defense punished Pratt. Yes, they did. But Pratt, like I said, again, tough dude. He looked real good, man. He might have earned himself a free agent pickup or something one day or a draft spot because he was looking nice.
He might be in the Power 5 conference if he want to transfer.
Right.
Definitely gonna get a call if he want to. Sean, did you have Mims for leading wide receiver?
No, I had Woods. I had Robert Woods.
You mean Mike Woods?
Yeah. I don't know why. Robert Woods is in Buffalo Bills.
That used to be.
Yeah, Mike Woods. I think Suge said Hazelwood, didn't he? Or did he?
I think I went with Mims just because.
Just because you've been picking.
Yeah.
And Dark went Hazelwood.
I went with Hazelwood.
Yeah.
The one time you didn't go Hazelwood this year, you were wrong. But you were right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But
I did pick Kennedy to pop a couple big ones. I think he busted off one for about 30, and another one for 20-something or something like that. He had a pretty consistent game. Nobody got over 100 yards in the backfield. The running game, man, we're going to have to develop a mentality where we can go get those yards when we need them and not rely so much on the passing game. I think that'll help Spencer out, too, when we can kind of know we can run the ball a lot more. That way Spencer don't have to make as many decisions as he's forced to at the moment.
Yeah, they was. Oh man, that was they got bad for a second. It didn't. I mean, they got terrible. Did not look good.
They ended up with 4 sacks.
And 4.
Hmm. And I mean the offensive line, and I said they didn't run
Come to your
block.
mic or something, Marcus. Yeah, it kind of sound muted a little bit. Yeah.
He switched up on.
Yeah. Hello, my sound
Yeah,
better.
you still pretty low.
Oh.
But I think you asked a question. You posed a question last week. Was it gonna be over or under 5? And I said no way they were gonna get 5, and they did pull off 4.
Hmm. Is that what it was? 5 was the over under?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
5 was the over under on the sack line. And then I think it was 2 on the turnovers, and hell, they got that on back-to-back drives, and then I think forced another one on one of those sacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
the D line
offensive line
showed
didn't
up,
give up
man.
a sack.
You said who?
The offensive line didn't give up a sack.
Well, that's
That shit was
surprising.
pretty
That's good.
clean.
To play, hey, you thought he got sacked a few times. It was terrible. Some of them the
Man, yeah.
decision throws were, but I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm sure he'll settle down. I'm sure he'll get it together. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. If he don't, yeah,
Well, I mean, the good thing about game one is you get and not playing a Clemson week out of the gate. You know what I'm saying? Is you get to go out there and play and make the throws that you've been making against your defense all summer, and realize that other athletes react different. So now you get to adjust your game and know what you can and can't complete. You know what I'm saying? You get to go out there and get an opportunity to see, okay, maybe I can't thread this one in. I can thread that one in on my defense, but maybe not these guys. So I need to look at this other option. It's okay to check it down, man. You ain't got to force that thing in there.
Better get something together on their corners and safeties on their coverage.
yeah, something.
That was terrible.
Man, you gotta turn your mic up or something over there. We don't know what you got going. No, what happened to you over there?
I did see the couple of the young kids make a couple plays. Old McCutcheons and Bowman. Is it Billy Bowman? Bowen? What?
Yeah, Bowman.
Bowman? Yeah. I thought he was gonna pick that one. That one he jumped up and got, man. He dang near had it.
Should have. Graham should have had that one too in the corner of the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he played it really nicely. It just didn't come up with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not ready to say we've been sipping the Kool-Aid about the defense yet because again, it is week 1. We gotta lock down the rotation. I think it'll be trimmed up. You'll see not as many guys rotating and some spots get solidified, of course, in the future. But we still look a little bit rusty on that defensive side. Well, we look rusty all over. I'm not even just gonna put it on defense, hell, because defense really played better than the offense today, if you ask me.
Huh?
And I get that just because of the defensive line play.
Yeah, but he was good looking out of place out there so many times.
Yeah.
It was just bad. I looked bad at times, man.
It might have been just a overall of lack of preparation or not. They just didn't take them serious.
Obviously, I didn't take him serious. I should have.
But that's what I'm saying, man. How do you not take the first game of the season serious?
I think you do. I just think your preparation might not be as intense as it would be if you playing Alabama or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe, just a little bit of slack, a little lack can just cause some stuff like this to happen. Just a couple of plays where you're off and you just ain't looking good, missed assignments, and I don't know. You should be prepared. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no excuse for it. I'm just saying, like, this is what might have happened, but there's no excuse.
Yeah, there's no excuse.
It came out here, laid the egg pretty much. I mean, Spencer Rattler just took himself out the Heisman race as of now. So now he'll have to get back in there. And
he has to have a couple 500-yard games.
Hey man, but that might be the best thing for him, man.
it might be.
Yeah, no pressure that way. Yeah, he can just go
Yeah.
out there and play ball. He don't have to worry about all the outside things off the field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Bryce Young over here is
Main
17 to nothing over here.
Who,
Yeah,
Alabama?
playing a pretty good Miami.
Yeah.
A better team than Tulane, I would say. I don't know how good Miami is, but they're for sure better than Tulane. And that's the thing about
calling plays.
That's the thing about us going to the SEC, man. We won't likely have that luck. Well, we'll still get the privilege to schedule some non-conference games or whatnot, but these guys are coming out the bat playing ranked teams. You know, they not playing nobody that they get a warm-up game on. You know what I mean?
I mean, they do. I mean, we play ranked teams too sometimes up the gate.
Yeah,
but
sometimes. But I'm just saying, as of this year, this is what happened, and we didn't look good versus a Tulane to have that number 2 ranking. You know what I mean?
All of them have a big name, at least one big name team
Well,
as a non-conference.
Yeah,
That's
because
why you got Nebraska this year. It just ain't our fault that Nebraska stinks.
now we do know Alabama's known for playing teams like Citadel too. So
yeah, I mean, everybody got them in there, and it's all right.
It's just a disappointing performance, and they sure ain't peaking early.
Mm-mm.
So who are the standouts?
Isaiah Thomas had a good quarter.
I mean, same old same for me, Marvin Mims. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I thought that bobble pass should have been a touchdown
Yes, it should have.
because it didn't look like anyone was in front of him.
He catch that clean, he gone.
Alabama is putting hands and feet on Miami right now.
Yeah.
This is what we should have been doing to Tulane.
Right. So, I mean, what do y'all think is – so who they play next? What's next week?
Western Carolina.
Western Carolina. Hopefully they can go in there and put up some points, gain some confidence, do something. Just go, try to gel a little better. Come back for the next week because I think the Big 12 play start, right? Ain't like Iowa State or somebody quick?
No, you still got Nebraska.
No, it's Nebraska.
Oh, it's Nebraska first? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
you got to go out there against Western Carolina.
I think it's Kansas State.
Okay.
You got to go put 63 on Western Carolina, man.
I mean, you would hope. You'd hope you get your 60-33 type game. It's best case scenario, but shoot, man.
West Virginia is the first team.
First Big 12 game?
Yeah.
All right.
The Snathan mentioned losing the onside kick in the chat, man. Snathan,
I called it.
Should have called it, man. We were in the group chat, and he said, I wouldn't be surprised if they got the onside kick. I believe we all seconded that motion. You know what I mean? None of us were surprised by it, man.
Nah, that just
like everything was going their way.
Yeah, the spirit seemed down. Like they were like I could see somebody just half-heartedly not even getting the catch. And here we go. Was it Stogner and Jeremiah Hall? What beautiful two people to choose to kick it to.
Right.
And they baffled that. They just fell all over each other. Oh, it was terrible. That was just terrible, man. It was terrible from that second throw, man.
Another thing I would have liked to
see. Hell, the first pass was -6.
Yeah, really. Another thing that I would like to see with the offense, man, to help get them going maybe a little bit better, that might help them, is get the tight end involved some more. I think Stogner only had 2, maybe 3 targets.
Hey, man, Spencer was way off. He was throwing it. That was one of his picks was a pass to Stogner that was high and behind him. So, it was there.
Yeah, he missed Mario behind him at least once. He had a couple misses that could have been some nice games, man.
Mhm.
But again, it's maybe it's. I'm hoping that it's just week one. You know, first time seeing somebody other than your defense. You just got to get adjusted to the game speed of opposing defenses.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, man. Guess it's about anything else we got to say about this, man.
Clayton Smith looked good as a freshman.
Yeah,
He got a fumble recovery. I think some pressures. He was number 20.
yeah. I saw him out there. He did look good.
So it ain't all bad, man.
Nah, I mean, when our bad, just Tulane played about as good as they can play. OU played about as terrible as they can possibly play.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they came together and they OU by 5.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Yep.
And this wasn't one of those games to where you could say, "Oh, the score doesn't dictate how the game was played." You know what I mean? It it does because Tulane was in this game except for their mistakes. You know what I mean? If you take away some of the fumbles and stuff that the stuff that Tulane
But,
did to kill themselves,
mm-hmm.
they were in this. They had every opportunity to win this ball game.
Yeah, because even at halftime, that was when the score didn't look right. You know what I'm saying? That was when the score wasn't like how close the game was.
Yeah. Because if you looked at the score, you're like, okay, oh, you about to just blow them out and this is over.
But it was really a close game.
I mean, they could not. I can't believe they couldn't score second half.
Three
Do you
points.
think that there will be any pressure on Spencer with Caleb? I know we've talked about this, man, but if he continues to perform like this, or does that say that since Lincoln has named Spencer the starter, does that say that Caleb is not ready? If Lincoln is, if Spencer's playing like this,
I think Spencer got all the leash he can have. I mean, I just think he's gonna have to really mess up. But, I mean, you lose a game or something. I mean, who knows? Anything possible.
I don't. He better not have a couple more two or three pick games though. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, he keep doing that. Of course, he gonna. What's gonna happen? I mean, he's gonna get pulled eventually.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean,
It ain't like we don't have another quarterback right here.
And this time around, the thing could be though, if he gets pulled this
Yes.
time, he might not be back because Caleb is very well capable of carrying this team, I believe.
hey,
Yeah, man.
he in the transfer portal.
Let's hope it don't get that bad. That boy Jimmy Satterfield said, "Is anybody worried about Rattler?" Yes, exactly what we're talking about. He better pull himself together over there.
hmm
This little what these what he got Chick-fil-A. What's the name of it?
He got Cane's chicken.
Cane's chicken deal or whatever. That's how worrying about the decision making.
Yeah, and instead of them Rattler snacks, the Rattler logo.
Yeah. That's what it is. What do you say? They played too much like they did last year against Kansas State and Iowa State. Yeah, they did. They look like that today.
Yeah.
hmm
And to play like that week one out the gate, that's man. What who holds that responsibility? Because I know Lincoln did everything he could to get those kids ready.
But hey, man, I'd rather say if they can get this crap out now, get they two bum efforts out right now, and then they get it together to where they playing top notch ball down the rest of the way, then that's cool.
Yeah.
But if this the sign of their team, this is terrible. But you make your biggest jumps between week one and week two.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think we'll come back and see see a lot better performance next week. Hopefully, we get to see more consistency in the run game. I didn't see a whole lot from Eric Gray, man. I thought, I've been
Ooh.
thinking this whole time that he's been the electrifying guy, the guy that could just get one and take it at any time. And I still see that capability in him. But to me, man, Kennedy Brooks is our guy.
Hey, he may have. I think he do have the explosiveness to go to the house from anywhere, but he better not get touched.
When you get touched, he's just falling all over the place.
Yeah, man, listen. He ain't all the way shoestring, but boy, it don't look like he breaking too many tackles.
He's going down when he get touched.
Mm-hmm. That's a little disappointing.
Rain back.
Williams did look good on that one little bubble type pass.
Mm-hmm. I thought he was gonna make the wrong move inside at first, then he bounced it back out. On that one that he scored on.
Hey man, I felt real good watching him celebrate right there. I was watching the game with my wife, man, and she's like, man, I kind of want to say, act like you've been there before. And I was like, baby, that's his first college touchdown as an 18-year-old freshman kid on national TV. You gotta love that situation. Live it up, young fella. You know what I mean?
Same thing Ted said. He's like, man, he was happy. I was like, yeah, man, you're a freshman from Florida. He's like, oh, okay, I understand that.
yeah, it makes sense.
Like, man, look at that smile on his face, man.
Yeah, man. I was smiling for him.
So I hope he got 30 more of these at least.
Man. He got the skills. Look like he gonna be getting there a lot.
Right.
Did you hear one of the commentators say that he reminds him of a mixture of Ryan Broyles and Hollywood?
Yeah, I figured this. I didn't hear it, but I figured it was exactly what you was about to say, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's a heck of a combination.
That's a heck of a combination, man. If he can live up to that, he's gonna be special.
For sure. But yeah, man, I guess we'll wrap it up, man. Post-game show. OU, hopefully we do better next week. Hopefully y'all come back, holler at us Wednesday. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Shout out to everybody that joined in the chat and all that. And I holler.
Next week are we pay-per-view?
Galen's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think so.
Sounds good.
That's what's up, man.
Yep.
I'll holler at y'all.
Boomer.
Sooner. Peace.